What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hop LA Events on Tap,
episode 25,
covering all of the awesome things happening in LA beer this week. So if you guys have been living under a rock the past week, then you haven't heard, Highland Park Brewery has finally opened their long-awaited Chinatown brewery and taproom location.
Yeah, we recently stopped by to try some beers and check out the space, and man, this place is awesome. So much bigger than the Hermosillo, just a lot more room to spread out, enjoy the beer. The brewery itself is twice as large, so they're going to be pumping out twice as much beer. And they've got a food menu. The location just outside of downtown LA is perfect, right near Dodger Stadium. Highly recommend you go over there as soon as possible and check it out.
So we picked out a beer specifically for that occasion, New Heights, to kind of just signify Highland Park Brewery kind of going through some new heights in production. So let's give this one a taste. I remember liking this one the first time we had it.
Let's do it.
Cheers. Slight tartness.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting kind of juicy, like Granny Smith green apple, pear, a little bit of kind of tropical fruit from the hops. Yeah, this is super good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So it is a busy week full of events, so let's just get right into it. Kicking things off Tuesday, March 27th, starting at 6 p.m., the Glendale Tap is having a very special Week of Logic Afterparty.
Yeah, so if you haven't heard, Bottle Logic's anniversary celebration, which they just wrapped up, is called the Week of Logic, and the Glendale Tap managed to get their hands on some of those special kegs. So expect some really good beer. The Glendale Tap is always awesome. This is a great opportunity to try some awesome Bottle Logic beers. Also on Tuesday, starting at 6 p.m., Tony's Darts Away is having a vintage beer night.
Yeah, Tony's is dusting off some of the kegs that have been aging in their cellar. Should be a very special tap list. No details yet, but it's Tony's Darts Away. You know it's going to be good. Check it out. Then on Wednesday, March 28th, starting at 5 p.m., Beer Belly in Long Beach is having a one-night stand with the Bruery Tarot, an offshoot beer company.
Yeah, if you have watched any of our previous episodes, you know that we love the brewery and that we love Beer Belly. So this is the perfect combination. Head on down to Beer Belly Long Beach and check these beers out. They're going to be great. Then on Saturday, March 31st, starting at 2 p.m., Bernadettes Downtown LA's dumbest bar is celebrating their first anniversary.
They're having quite the party. DJs all day, cocktails, plus a very special rare tap list. Check it out. Sounds like a good time. Then on Saturday, March 31st at 3 p.m., Public Beer Wine Shop is celebrating their second anniversary.
They're opening up a little bit early for the occasion and pouring some really great beer. They'll have some good stuff on tap, as well as some special bottles that they'll be opening up, plus some food and music to round out the occasion. Should be a good time. Cheers to them on their anniversary.
So that does it for this week's events. Let's look at some stuff coming up later on next month. Kicking things off, Monday, April 2nd at 5 p.m., Bluebird Brasserie is having their grand opening. This is the latest outpost from their artisanal brewers collective, Belgium-themed beer and food menu, long-awaited opening in Sherman Oaks. We're super excited about it. Check it out.
Then on Thursday, April 5th, starting at 4 p.m. and going through the weekend, Simeks Craft Exploration Brewery is celebrating their grand opening. I'll admit, I have no idea how to pronounce this brewery's name. I know nothing about them, but they exist apparently, and they're opening up in Gardena. So head on out to Gardena that weekend, check them out, and let us know how the beers are.
Yep. Then on Saturday, April 7th, starting at 12 p.m., Wolf Creek Brewery in Santa Clarita is celebrating their 21st anniversary. That's quite the milestone from this OG brewery in LA County, and they're celebrating with a grand old time. Lots of special beer, food trucks, music, more. Check it out.
Also on Saturday, starting at 2 p.m., King Harbor is celebrating their 4th anniversary in Redondo Beach. A bunch of good beer, food, music, all that fun stuff. Head down to Redondo Beach and celebrate with them.
Then on Friday, April 20th, for Tweezy, starting at 5 p.m., going through Saturday, Wrestle Buck Kitchen and Beer Garden in Long Beach is having their first annual Sour Fest. This is featuring 10 special sour beers, a food pairing menu, live music, and much more. Check them out in Long Beach.
Then on Saturday, April 28th, starting at 11 a.m., Smog City is celebrating 5 years in Torrance. They're going to have a big party for this one. They're opening up the parking lot for a special beer garden. They have beer cocktails, a bunch of rare special beers for the occasion, and there's a VIP session that we highly recommend you grab tickets to. This one is really cool. Head on to our website, follow the link, and buy your tickets. We'll see you guys there.
Also, on April 28th, starting at 4 p.m., the Orange County Brewers Guild is having their Invitational Festival for 2018. There are a lot of great breweries in Orange County, and this is the best place to try them all. Highly recommend you guys buy tickets to this one. General admission is $65, VIP $75. Jump on those tickets soon. So that does it for this episode of Events on Tap. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. As always, drink indie
And drink local.